Hi, this is Greg McCoach, editor of the Mining Speculator, here with CEO Robert Carrington of Newrange Gold. We're here at the Metals Investor Forum in Vancouver, and Robert, we had a good show today.
It was a very good show today.
Good presentations, a lot of good companies with a lot of exciting discoveries and good news flow.
Surprisingly undervalued.
Undervalued, that's right. Well, we're seeing the market, the general market is slanting away from us for sure, and it could be a tough tax law selling season, no doubt. But overall, people have made discoveries. Your company has made a good discovery in Nevada that's very interesting, has my attention, and yet your stock is sold off, okay? And so that's to be expected, but in this type of situation, the market wants continual high-grade news, right?
Yeah.
High-grade gold discovery, and that's almost impossible for most companies to do. And so we have a few companies that have done that, and even they have, seen some weakness lately. So we love the discovery news. This is been the most exciting summer on the discovery front that I've seen in a long time, and I think that's going to continue because the drills are turning, and people are putting money in the ground in the good jurisdictions, and the results are coming. So.
They definitely are, and your comment about good jurisdictions, a lot of people are starting to come back to the less risky jurisdictions where you have good transparency,
right.
Stable legal and political frameworks.
Right, just in my career as a newsletter writer, I used to fly all over the place, and I just got to the point where, I'm willing to take some political risks sometimes, but, it becomes an expensive thing, where going to these far jurisdictions, all the back and forth and all the things you have to do, it just gets more expensive, and I like being closer to home. And so when you got Nevada, Mexico, Canada, right in our backyard, there's so many great jurisdictions right here. So you're in Nevada, you got a new discovery at Pamlico.
Right, Pamlico.
And why don't you just give us an initial brief description of that discovery from last year and what you're doing right now.
Okay, well, Pamlico is very unique among the opportunities in Nevada because it was consolidated into a private family ownership in around 1898 and remained in private family ownership until we acquired it in 2016, thereby missing most of the exploration phases that have most projects in Nevada have seen.
Right, no modern exploration has occurred there.
Right, so effectively it's a snapshot back in time to 1898 in Nevada, or it has all of the advantages that a lot of these far-flung jurisdictions have, where you see very little exploration, but we have the advantage of being in Nevada.
Right, and
we have a stable political framework, stable legal system.
Right, one of the best jurisdictions, one of my favorite, for sure.
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of time, done a lot of site visits over the years, and this project was a past producer, produced high-grade gold.
Very high-grade.
And this effort on your part is to expand that in this underexplored areas that really never have seen modern drilling and modern exploration techniques. So.
Yes, and Pamlico was widely regarded as one of Nevada's highest grade gold districts in the 1880s. There are records that indicate they were shipping ores assaying over 200 ounces a ton to custom mills on the Comstock Lode at that time. Then when it was consolidated, the private family operated a mill and all that. But the history of Pamlico has generally been high-grade vein or structurally controlled gold mineralization, which is what we thought it was when we first acquired the district from the family. And when we saw cut channel sampled the decline, we wound up with 70 meters that averaged 3 grams of gold, which was just absolutely amazing.
And that took our share price to over, I think,
75 cents. Yeah.
75 cents, yeah. So. The stock went from 10 cents to 75 cents. Now we're back down to our original starting point again, just with the bad market. Nothing
There's
the
nothing
company
negative.
has done.
Yeah.
It's just, it's just tough times, right? And this is what I say, one of my strategies that they let me put an article in the circular that's going around the conference, 3 strategies to profit on junior mining stocks right now. And one of them is to buy the discoveries that have already happened. Take the risk out of your investing in these things, right? You already have a discovery. You're back at a low price for no reason really other than a bad market. And when the market bounces back, you should go right back up.
Well, and the project technically is so far advanced from where it was when we were 75 cents.
Right.
Because we've completed 47 drill holes, 42 of those have major intercepts in them.
Yeah.
We've extended mineralization 500 meters on strike, and very importantly, in our July press release on our 2018 drilling, we discovered mineralization in a second receptive volcanic horizon at depth that has never been explored. I mean, there's no production, it doesn't outcrop anywhere on the property, it's a completely concealed target that nobody's ever looked at before, and yet we found significant gold mineralization in it.
Right, so this is all good news, yet, for contrarian investors who want to get a good deal and a good shot at a big upside, I think Newrange is one of the best, shares that I see right now for that. So
I would like to think so.
Well,
I agree with you.
That's what I'm writing about in this three strategies to profit right now, because I think we're seeing a discount to what the market's going to do here very soon. I think we're going to see a turn, and it's going to be favorable for gold, precious metal mining shares. There's going to be huge leverage to be made, and
that's
you got to have some courage right now to buy when no one else wants to buy, right?
Yes.
And I think you're going to get a real buying opportunity here this fall.
So. And that's why I own 4 million shares of Newrange.
Well, I know I'm going to be a buyer this fall for sure. And how are we doing for cash, and what's our?
We're lean on cash. We have under $500,000 in our treasury, but we're in the process of monetizing the 2 Colombian assets that we still hold.
All right.
El Dobio and Uramilito. That'll bring cash.
We can sell those. We're going to sell those, or
the first one will be a joint venture that'll bring in a very nice cash payment on signing.
Good.
And I actually had hoped to have that press released before this came out. Once we get that, we'll actually have the press release and identify all the parties involved. And
so that's the next set of news coming out?
That probably will be the next set of news. Then going forward, there's an area on Pamlico Ridge that has an extremely high density of underground mine workings. We have over 300 surveyed portals.
It's so nice to be able to have that underground access.
Well, yeah, because a tunnel that has been mapped, sampled, and surveyed properly, you can think of it as a walk-through drill hole.
Right, it gives you a wealth of data.
Yeah, it does. And estimates are that there's somewhere around 5 miles of workings, underground workings in there, which is equivalent really to a 5-mile drilling program.
Yeah.
That's a big drilling program.
That is.
The budget we have for mapping, surveying, and sampling all of that is between $250,000 and $300,000.
Yeah.
So it's a great big low-cost program that'll generate drill quality data from now till the end of the year. Now the other thing we just started, as we speak, we're selecting drill samples from our 2017 and 2018 drill programs for preliminary metallurgical studies.
Right.
That work will be done around the end of the year. But that's going to be very important because the deeply oxidized nature of mineralization at Pamlico strongly suggests that the low-grade mineralization will be very amenable to heap leaching.
Right.
Of course, you'd want to put those extremely high-grade zones into a mill.
Right.
But the low grade, I believe, will be amenable to heap leaching.
Yeah.
The topography at Pamlico is almost flat. It's
Perfect,
perfectly suited to heap leaching. And importantly, we have a 234 kVA power line that crosses the property. So
as far as I can see, you're set. We just need a better market, and you guys are going to be in a position to really take off, get the share price up, raise a little bit more money at that point, and then I think we'll get back to where we were before and potential for much higher.
Well, we will, because once we get the underground working surveyed, then we'll be in a position to finance, and we already have groups that have said they want to finance that drilling. We'll actually be able to go in and drill Pamlico Ridge very aggressively with the specific objective of coming up with sufficient data to initiate a maiden resource by mid-year 2019.
Well, we'll be watching closely.
Yep.
Thanks for coming, Robert.
Thank you very much, Greg.
Greg McCoach with Robert Carrington of Newrange Gold.